It's Katie Lee, and this is Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast, a replay of today's full show. Z103, it's Katie Lee. Another thing that is really struggling within me with this whole dark now with Nyx. Like I said before or yesterday, the early darkness, it doesn't bother me, but now it does because I have a dog. And the reason that I'm now struggling a little bit more is because we used to do our workouts after work. So you go home, I go home, go do a workout outside in the yard where it was still light and it was decently warm. Now I have to do my workouts inside. The only problem with that is that Nyx likes to tackle me when I'm trying to work out inside. Outdoors, she didn't care. She was off doing whatever she wanted. She was bugging the cats. She was playing in the trees. But now that I'm inside on the living room floor, she literally came and sat on my head while I was trying to do the cross-leg sit-ups. And I'm just like, girl, I am trying to, keep this girlish figure of mine, which is a circle. And she didn't care. She's in the way. She just wanted to be right on top of me. So I got to figure out something else to do so I can get my workouts done inside. Either I'm going to have to stick her outside for like a half hour while I do it, or I'm going to have to teach her to do sit-ups with me. The day that Nyx does a sit-up is going to be the funniest day ever. The celebrity who engaged the most voters in this election cycle was Sabrina Carpenter, and Paul Rudd was at the polling places in Philly handing out water and snacks to voters. Let's see, we have... Where'd the other one go? Oh, Universal Music is suing a company that allegedly sells pirated music under misspelled versions of artist names, like Kendrick Lamar, Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber, and Lady Gaga. I tried to spell them out or sound them out as much as I could. Mariah Carey released the dates for her 2024 Christmas tour. And Dr. Dre is being sued for allegedly threatening his former marriage counselor. That's not good. All right. That's your 2 o'clock tea here on Z103. Having this national holiday right after Election Day is so funny to me. It's National Stress Awareness Day. I feel like we all need to just de-stress after everything that's been going on. Z103, it's Katie Lee. I have this problem where I really don't fit into the millennials or the Gen Z generations. I kind of take part in each one. I grew up with millennial siblings, but I definitely did grow up more into the Gen Z era. And I guess these are now millennial trends that are no longer cool according to Gen Z, which I don't know if I completely agree. So this one I do agree. Monochrome furniture, absolutely. We will get rid of those fully. Skinny jeans, no. I still wear my skinny jeans. I love them. Granted, I do love my straight leg jeans. I wear those ones quite a lot. I take part in all the styles. Taking photos of your food. If I'm on a vacation, then I will take pictures of the food. Side parts as a hairstyle. I never parted my hair to begin with because it was a pain in the butt. And loving Disney as an adult. I will love Disney till I die. So, am I a millennial? I don't know. Am I a Gen Z? I don't know. Am I a zillennial? That would be it. Now, this is a holiday that I would like to celebrate today. It's National Nacho Day. Apparently, 80% of Americans like them. 5% don't. 15% are neutral. What? 5% of us don't like nachos? I'm sorry, but nachos are amazing. I think that's what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. You know, when I was growing up, the thing that me and my girlfriends would do, we would go to the mall, we'd go shopping, we'd do all the things, we'd take little pictures in the photo booths, we'd goof around, and guess what? In the past 5 years, people are starting to go back to malls for dining experiences. We don't really have dining experiences in our mall here in Idaho Falls. We have the pretzel place, but that's about it. But you know what? Hey, I'm all about still going to the mall. It's Katie Lee here on Z103, Idaho's #1 hit music channel. If you know me, you know that I love to go to concerts. I love live music. Seeing my favorite artists play my favorite songs live is one of my favorite things in the world. And guess what? Your brain actually prefers live music to pre-recorded. And it's backed by science. Science. There's a neurosurgeon who goes by Dr. Nass. He posted a video on Instagram explaining why that is. And he says, and he quotes, live music will activate entire brain networks involving experiencing pleasure, processing emotions, and retriggering memories of the past. The bigger brain experience, especially in like emotional parts of your brain, the more deeply you're going to be struck or immersed into that music. And I guess you love that music. We understand that. But why is live music so much more of a treat to your brain? And it's because of the rhythm, intensity, and speed of notes will be slightly different from what you hear on Spotify. Artists always switch things up when they're playing live. And your brain loves that because it doesn't know what's coming next. And so it's like a little treat. You know the song, but you don't know how they're changing it. I love that. I love live music so much. So much. So in case you wanted a quick little, I don't know, fun fact. It was a longer fun fact, but I love live music. I need a new concert to go to. All right. Sometimes I drop the ball and I forget to completely put the full question on for the I Want to Know question. But you know what? That's okay. We're going to go with what we got. Which of the seven dwarves is more... Wow. Let me speak correctly. Which of the seven dwarves is most like your personality and why? 208-524-1033 or go comment on Facebook at Z103 Idaho. Honestly, it's a combination between sleepy and dopey. I'm sleepy all the time. I just want to go to bed. But also dopey. Dopey was one of my favorite ones. I'm just a goober most of the time. Sometimes I am grumpy. Honestly, I'm a combination of a good chunk of them. So that's me. What about you? 208-524-1033. Shelly is sleepy. Zach is Doc. Lori is dopey. Hey, my fellow dopies. Lori and Sarah, both dopies. And Michelle is sleepy. Now, if you want to tell me why, let me know. 208-524-1033. Which of the seven dwarves is more like your personality and why? Go and comment on Facebook as well at Z103 Idaho. The perfect holiday ornament for your Christmas tree. You can get it for $10 exclusively at Target. It is the Stanley Mini Quencher Tumbler ornament for your Christmas tree. I'm not even making this up. $10. And it is only in two colors, Red Delicious and Honey Talks. What the heck is Honey Talks? What color is that? Anyways, yeah. There you go. If you want a Stanley for your Christmas tree, there you go. I bet you didn't know that there is a preferred way of holding hands with somebody. And as somebody that hasn't done this in a while, I really don't care. But I do have a preferred method, I guess. In a poll that was done, 30% of people say that they prefer holding hands with interlocked fingers. And 20% would rather do it with cupped hands. 38% said they were fine with either one of them. Honestly, it all depends on what you're doing when you're holding hands. If you are just sitting there on the couch, you know, interlocked, or if you're just sitting there at a restaurant table, you can obviously do the cupped method. Or, yeah, I think I definitely prefer the interlocked now that I'm thinking about this. But I still stand on the part that it does matter what you're doing. So, I don't know if that matters, but which one do you prefer? 208-524-1033. Let me know. Z103, it's Katie Lee. Whether we want it to or not, it's basically Christmas already. So we're all going to start celebrating Christmas now. We're going to celebrate Thanksgiving for like a couple of days, and then it's going to be full-on Christmas. But I was looking at this article, and it says the 8 best small towns in America to visit for the holidays to experience a winter wonderland. Guess what? One of them near us made it on the list. At the very, very bottom, we have Jackson Hole. The getaway to Grand Teton National Park. Fresh blankets of snow and thousands of twinkling lights await for anyone traveling to Jackson Hole, Wyoming. I've been to Jackson a couple of times. I usually only go there during the winter, but it's usually in like March for the snowmobile climbs. I think that's really the only time that I go, unless there's a concert, which there is a concert happening in December that I want to go to. Anyways, I think that's the closest one that we get to, but there is one that I would actually really like to go to. Leavenworth, Washington, known as Hallmark Christmas Town. I've seen pictures of this. It looks amazing, and I want it. I want to go to it just for the Village of Lights. Christmas Town, a real life Hallmark Christmas movie. Please count me in. First of all, I just learned that there's a car sharing app called Turo. Anyway, so somebody ended up borrowing a neon green Cybertruck from the car sharing app Turo and ended up crashing it because they were chasing down a porch pirate who had stolen a package from their property. And nobody really knows much of the details, but thankfully the Cybertruck did have some video from the incident, which did show the driver forcing the supposed thief off the road and ramming them into a nearby tree. That's not good. Don't do that. Anyways, footage was posted by the owner of the Cybertruck who shared an image of the damage. And I guess I didn't know this, but Cybertrucks have a reputation for being difficult to repair. And so hopefully the car sharing app has good insurance system, because if that's the case, it's going to be really expensive to get fixed. Nobody really knows exactly if anybody has been arrested or what the charges were, but yeah. Bonkers. Don't do that, especially in a Cybertruck. Not even in a Cybertruck. Don't do that. Sorry. My brain just automatically goes to don't do that at all. Even if they are stealing something, maybe get out and chase them. You both can get your steps in for the day and you won't crash a Cybertruck. Problem solved. Z103, it's Katie Lee, and I'm out of here for the day, my friends. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Y'all stay safe, stay legit, be awesome. I love you. Goodbye. Thanks for listening to Katie Lee on Z103, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Katie Lee on Z103 is hosted by Katie Lee and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com.